this afternoon might be a little too toasty to head out to the garden, but for later this evening or early in the morning, we got you covered. Here with us right now is CBS 19's Savannah Hale, who's joining us live from the Rose Garden to talk all things pollinators. Hey, Savannah.
Hey Mariah, you're right. Definitely very hot outside today, but I am here with Elizabeth Waldrop. And Elizabeth, you've got something really cool to talk about, even though it doesn't feel like fall. What do you got for us today?
Today we're going to talk about pollinators and how you can help encourage our pollinators in the fall. One of the most important things to remember about pollinators is to try to plant as many native plants as you can, and to try to make sure that you've got something blooming in every season. So you need to have some things that bloom in the spring, in the summer, and in the fall to help our pollinators, because they're always moving through our area. They're either migrating to where they're going to be living through the summer, or they're migrating back through here so that they can go and live their life in the tropics where they spend their winters. So as long as we are planting a lot of natives, and we're trying to plant a lot of native trees, because we lose a lot of native trees and they're such a good source for pollinator food, especially larvae for butterflies and moths. We also need to remember to plant pretty large swaths of pollinator food, because things like bees and butterflies, they're small and they're having to deal with the wind and they're having to deal with all these weather conditions. So if they can find a lot of food in one place, they're going to be really happy and they're going to continue to go to that place. So those are some real important things that if we remember to do that for our pollinators, we're going to have a lot more of them, and we're going to be able to sustain those populations.
And I know you said one time that not all pollinators are bees and butterflies. Do you want to mention that as well?
Oh yeah. The biggest pollinators we have here in East Texas are actually flies and wasps, which doesn't sound all of that cool, and you may not want to, invite a bunch of those into your garden. But for a happy pollinator is one that's actually doing its job, and it's not interested in what you're doing anyway. So you'll find that those pollinators that are enjoying your plants aren't going to be bothering you very much. And they're also pretty small, especially our pollinating flies, so it's not like they're, they're making an ugly spectacle of themselves in the garden. So you please encourage them to live in your garden and identify them so that you aren't accidentally spraying them and getting rid of them.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Elizabeth. Now, make sure to stay safe, especially as you're gardening in the heat. We do have a little bit of a cool down, like Sarah said, coming up. But for now, if you want to keep submitting your pictures to be Garden or Yard of the Month, keep doing that with your phone number, your name, and of course your email address in those pictures. And we will pick a Garden of the Month every last Thursday of the month right here on Master Your Garden. Back to you guys.